fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I'm here today to share with you my latest haul from Diamond Dots. Some of this was intentional, some of it wasn't, and some of it, as always, is me not paying enough attention and not thinking things through all the way. So, I'm going to start out with what I bought, and we'll talk about each little thing. So, the first thing that I got, and this is the one that I didn't actually mean to get, I had been looking at the website and trying to decide what I wanted to do. The whole reason I was looking was because I wanted to do a square kit. And so I saw this one and I thought, oh, well, I'll get this one because it might be something I could do for DP for pets. It's poppies, blah, blah, blah. So I left it in my cart, and then I was like, well, I'm going to wait and see if I really want to do this. I wanted to go to my local shop and see if I could find something local. So it was several days later, and I didn't think about it. This got left in my cart. So when I checked out and purchased all the other stuff, this was still in there. And then come to find out, I'm pretty sure this is actually a round kit. But it is a kit. It is poppies. It could be something that I could use. There's a bigger picture of it that you can sort of see. Something that I could use for DP with veterans later in the year or something. So I don't know. We'll see. It doesn't for sure say that it's round, but it doesn't say that it's square either. Which brings me to the next kit, and this is the one that I purchased. When I went to the local store, they didn't have any square kits, or at least they didn't have any square kits that I was interested in. I wanted something that wasn't huge, and most of what they had available were landscapes, so I found this one online. This one actually says squares, and this one is Simply Dots versus Diamond Dots. So they're also called Leisure Arts. I don't know how many different names this company has. It's actually called Needle Art World is the name of it. They own Diamond Dots and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, this one is called Hibiscus in Bloom, and it's just this really pretty hibiscus flower, and it was a square, and it's full drill. So I thought, well, I'll get this one and I'll see. So it's supposed to be full drill. I don't know if it says that anywhere, but it doesn't look like it's a partial like the other ones all look. So I have two kits. I don't remember what the prices are of both of those. I will stick them down underneath if I remember. The point was to get a square kit, which I did, but then I also ended up with the other poppies kit, which is fine. But so then the other thing that I was thinking while I was shopping was like, well, I need some blank kits because I don't have any blank canvases, and I want to use up some of my spare drills with spare drill projects, like either doing some of the granny squares that I've been seeing people do or doing some cross stitch conversions, because I've purchased several patterns for cross stitch conversions, but I didn't have any canvases to put them on. So I thought, well, I know Diamond Dots sells them. I'll just get a couple blank canvases. So I looked at them, and these already have the glue and everything on them. So it's just like buying a regular canvas. It just doesn't have the pattern pre-printed on it. So it's 30 by 48, and it's got the grid on it, and it already has the glue on there. So I thought, well, the canvases that I bought, the cross-stitch conversions are all kind of small, but 30 by 48 is not huge either. So I'll go ahead and get two. That way maybe I can get two decent sized projects out of them, or maybe I can cut them in half and get four, maybe more, depending on how, because my little cross stitch conversions are just a bunch of like small, almost like mini canvases. So maybe I could get more than one. So I got both of those, and that was great. And then I thought, well, I still really want to do my idea of, well, it's not my idea, but the idea I saw of diamond painting on glass. I don't have a glass pane yet, but I thought, well, if I do the sticker thing and put the sticker underneath it, I can make my own canvas, print the sticker, and then I can put like glue on the pane. So I had glue their dots stick, which I've used before and works really well on canvas and other things. So I thought, well, I could use that on the glass. So I got that. And then while I was looking around, I saw something else that they had that was intriguing. And I was like, well, let me try this. So this is called Freestyle Dazzle. And basically what this is, they call it sandwich adhesive. Basically, this is a roll of double-sided tape. Pretty big roll. It is 48 by 99. And basically you cut it to whatever size you want. And then, of course, one side will stick down, and then you can peel back the other side. And then you could diamond paint on that side. So I could cut the size that I need for whatever glass I have, smooth it out, put it on the glass, have the cover on it still, and then when I'm ready to diamond paint, I can peel it back. So essentially what I'm thinking I will do is that I'll have 3 layers. I'll have the layer of my sticker at the back printed so that I can stick it on the back of the canvas. Although I'd have to print the sticker backwards. But that was my thought. So I have the sticker on the back, then have the pane of glass, and then have my layer of double-sided adhesive. So I'd be able to see through the tape and the pane of glass to see my sticker on the back. Or I could do the glass and my sticker without it. Well, you could just print it on regular paper then, I guess, and then put the double-sided adhesive on top of it. Although I guess for the purposes of doing this, you'd have your pane of glass. I'd cut this to size, put my sticker on one side of it the way that or my paper on one side of it that I needed, and then put it on the glass, peel it off, and then I could diamond paint. I hope you all understood that. Anyway, then after I got this and the package arrived, I was like, first of all, whoops, I didn't realize I left a second round kit in the cart. And did I need to buy both of these? If I'm going to use the double-sided adhesive, I really don't need the diamond dot stick glue, poured glue. So I was like, once again, pressing buy before I pay any attention to what's actually in the cart. And nothing was hugely expensive, but it just, so now I have, if I just want to buy a blank canvas that doesn't have adhesive, because Diamond Dots also sells canvases just like this, but without the glue already applied, which I've often thought, why would anybody buy those? But maybe someone like me who has now a whole bottle of the poured glue that I don't really need, so I need to find projects to use it up. There's my haul from Diamond Dots. I'm going to go ahead and open the Tea Time Poppies just to see if it really is round. I'm pretty sure it is. And yeah, looking at the drills, they're round drills. So, oh, I got little baggies and a little tray and everything. So you do get all of the goodies. But yeah, yet again, me jumping before I look. So I've ended up with a round kit I didn't really need and some glue. I guess either the glue or the peel and stick that I don't really need, but I feel like the adhesive maybe is going to be more fun to work with. Maybe it won't. It's double-sided tape. Maybe that's going to be a nightmare. But it just felt like maybe that would be easier on the glass if I ever get around to that. So these two I have ideas in mind for. I definitely want to try out the square because some of you have said their squares are really good. Some of you have said their squares are not really great. So I want to try that for myself. And then at some point I'll get around to the round poppies, and at some point once I figure out where to get some panes of glass, we have a couple of windows to replace, so I may steal the panes out of those. Then I'll figure out whether I want to use this adhesive or this one for some of my projects. So let me know what you guys think below. I'd love to know if you've done a square, what your thoughts are, so leave that. Has anybody tried this sandwich adhesive, which is basically double-sided tape from Diamond Dots, to see what it's like? I mean, I just feel like, I don't know, it felt like it was going to be less messy than the glue, but now that I really think about it, I don't know if that's going to be true or not. So maybe I'll just try. I certainly won't be trying anything this big. I would probably cut it down into thirds and maybe do a small like cross stitch conversion project. I wonder if I could just do that, print it out on like some thick paper. Ooh, maybe some cardstock. Print out my design and then put this on it. So if you've used any of this, leave me a comment and let me know below how did it work. Any other ideas for using this diamond painting wise? I know there are plenty of things I could do with it elsewhere. And then like I said, for both of these, because they already have the adhesive on them, I have ideas for both of them. I may cut them down to do some of my cross stitch conversion projects that I want to do. Like I said, I already have, I think I bought a set of like 6 or 8 like landscapes or something that I can do cross stitch conversions. So I have the cross stitch patterns and I could convert them into drills and make a diamond painting. I think I also bought a little cross stitch book with like animals and stuff in it that I could do something with as well, just to use up some of those spare drills that I have floating around everywhere. And then of course the diamond painting glue. I wonder if I should do a test between which one of these works better, doing the cardstock idea, like print out a couple of my cross stitch conversion patterns, my cross stitch patterns, and then do one on the cardstock with the tape and do one on the cardstock but paint it with the adhesive and see which one works better. I think the cardstock might hold up okay with the moisture from the dot stick without getting too wrinkly. I don't know, that would be something to try. Has anybody tried using this on paper? Let me know that below as well. I'm just full of questions today. So there's everything I bought from Diamond Dots. I will try to remember to stick all the prices on everything that I paid US and Canadian when I'm doing my editing. So if I don't get them all on there, sorry, I'll try to remember. But I'm really curious to dive into some of these, and I've been wanting to do some cross stitch conversion projects. So I'm excited that these have finally arrived because it took, I don't know, a week and a half for these to get to me. Although, fingers crossed, so far I haven't gotten an extra bill saying I owe more in shipping or customs duties. So hopefully that's all taken care of. That's it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for sticking around till the end of the video. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.